Songpon TV.
Hi and welcome back to Songpon TV. My name's Ruth Sill and I'm going to be your host for this episode. We're going to be taking a look at a free tip and also a lesson that specialises in a topic that you have requested. Since our last episode, we've had quite a few emails telling us exactly what you are wanting to learn. And this is so great. It tells me that you are keen to learn and hungry for bettering your piano skills, which is excellent. I am here to help, so whatever your request is for Songpon, send in an email using the Have Your Say link on the website and tell me what it is that you want to learn. It could be a technique or a skill or a specific style of playing. It could even be a new album or some new keyboarding gear that you would like to see reviewed. Anything. Just send in your ideas and I will read all the emails and make a selection each week from your emails as to what goes in the Songpon episode. Remember though, if you are watching this episode from YouTube, Facebook, MySpace, anywhere but the website, you need to head to www.songpon.tv for that Have Your Say link to work. Right, today I thought I would share with you a special tip for playing the piano on top of our usual Songpon lesson portion of the episode, which is coming up very shortly. The tip for today is something that is incredibly important for all musicians, not just pianists, but it is something that a lot of musicians either forget or just can't be bothered doing. And that is making sure that your hands and fingers are warmed up before you play. So one thing I do for my warm-ups before playing is to do a bit of improvising. Often I'll chuck on one of my favourite CDs of a song that I know and jam along with the song. I don't always get the chords right, but that's not what's important. The main thing is that I'm warming up my fingers slowly and gradually working up the pace and the velocity so that when I start playing a piece, my hands are already warm and used to the movement. So why do we need to warm up? What's the point? Well, if you don't warm up and you go straight into a piece, especially if it's a strenuous piece, you can strain you can strain your fingers, you can strain your hands, and there are quite a few different injuries that pianists get from not being careful about treating your hands as if it were any other part of your body. So, wrap up, tips for warm-ups, make it fun, play something you enjoy, but nothing too hard because it is a warm-up, not the performance itself, and it needs to be slow, easy, and repetitive, but definitely not boring. Right, on to today's lesson. Welcome to the lesson portion of this Songpon TV episode. We're going to be looking at some of the most common keyboarding rhythms used in pop music today. These are generally simple rhythms that you can use as a foundation for playing your chords and then elaborate on them to add your own feel to it. With these rhythms, we're going to be playing a bass note in the left hand. I'll use C as an example, and then we're going to be playing a chord in the right hand. So if we use C major here as well, so that's our chord we're going to be using to learn the rhythms. It's also important to count the beats in the bar to learn a rhythm. Generally, if we count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, all the beats that we're going to play for the rhythms we're learning today will be falling on one of these counts. I'm going to start by playing the first rhythm we're going to learn. It's definitely for beginners, and I'm going to show it to you first and then we'll break it down. So I'll break that down into our separate hands. Our right hand is playing, remember we're playing a chord in the right hand, we're using C major in this instance, which are the notes C, E, and G. And I'm playing that with my 1, 3, and 5 finger. So we play that on all the number beats to the bar, so on the on beats. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for the left hand, we're playing on beat 1, so that's nice and easy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try putting those together. I'll count us in with 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How'd you go with that? Was pretty simple, but we are going to elaborate on that a little bit more. So now we're going to do a little bit more with our left hand to kind of add a funky rhythm in there. I'll play that for you now. So I was using a chord progression. I was using a number of different chords to make up something that sounds a little bit like a song. And I was using a very basic rhythm. It's a lot like the one you've just learned, but with a few additions. The right hand's exactly the same, so we're playing the chord for 4 beats of the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our left hand is playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So on the 1, the 2 and, the 3 and the 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you might want to try those hands separately first, but now we're going to put them together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Right, now we're going to be learning our last part of the rhythm. And this is still building on what we've learned before. We've got that same 4 chords to a bar that we've been learning for the right hand, so that's not changing at all. We're going to be doing a slightly different pattern for the left hand. I'll start by playing it for you. So that beat is in what we call swing time, which means we're swinging the beat and we're kind of skipping. It sounds like it's skipping along a little bit more. Okay, so let's break that down. As I said, the right hand's just playing the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And our left hand is playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we're on the 3 and the 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's just practice that without swinging it first. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So now we're going to put that swing into it. And to do this, essentially our right hand is still playing on the beat, but the off beats are delayed a little bit more, so they kind of get that funky feel. Normally playing swing time can come naturally if you just listen to it and kind of get into the groove and the feel of the music. So instead of counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, we're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you can see that it's kind of lopsided. It's almost like someone's got a limp. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so let's try that now. I'll count us in with the swing time counting, and then we'll go through just playing C for a couple of bars. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And 4 and 1. So there you go. There's 3 types of rhythms that you can use for your keyboarding. You can use them when you've got lead sheets of playing your favourite songs, or you can even write your own songs using these rhythms. Good luck. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson on popular keyboarding rhythms. Don't forget, do have your say with that link on the songpond.tv website. Think about what you want to learn and I'll teach it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you with the next Songpond TV episode.
SPTV. Proudly brought to you by Songpond.com, where you learn to play your favorite songs.